4.
4. My team is older.
90-mile-an-hour winds buffeted homes and cars, trailers and businesses, leaving a trail of debris strewn from Florissant in St. Louis County to Edwardsville and Granite City in Illinois. Emergency crews worked through the night to help those left homeless by what is now being called a mini tornado. Authorities say it's amazing no one was killed. There were, however, many injuries reported, though miraculously few of them were serious. A survey of hard-hit areas seems to pinpoint Edwardsville as the most severely damaged. Channel 2's Elliot Davis spent most of the day there and reports on efforts to overcome the effects of the storm.
The 80 to 90-mile-an-hour storm winds swept through the Midwest, hitting the small city of Edwardsville hardest. Strong winds left a 3-mile path of destruction through the center of town, causing about $3 to $5 million in damage. Surprisingly, there weren't many injuries. 2 people were seriously hurt when winds destroyed their trailer. About a half dozen other Edwardsville residents were slightly hurt by flying debris.
Bricks, glass, wood, everything. Everything was just flying towards me. That's all.
Homeowners searched the rubble, trying to salvage what belongings they could and start the process of putting their lives back together. The town's business district was heavily damaged. This merchant's real estate business was destroyed.
Well, I knew it was down, but I didn't know it was quite this bad. I didn't know it was scattered for 3 or 4 blocks, you know.
Hundreds of volunteers from Edwardsville and surrounding communities helped with cleanup operations as fire officials checked buildings to see what must be done to make them safe again.
We had a lot of power lines down, and we had a lot of gas leaks. We had to go around and get all the gas shut off in these buildings. We have potential explosion hazards there.
Officials say it will take about a week to clean up all the damage, but it will take much longer than that before this community of 12,000 finally gets back to normal. Elliot Davis, Channel 2 News, Edwardsville.
Well, it was bad on the ground and
from the air, you can see the path the tornado took. This trailer court northeast of Granite City was its first major Illinois target. Some mobile homes were ripped apart. One was lifted up and turned upside down. Another landed on its side. From here, the twister moved towards Edwardsville, tearing up most of a 10-block area in the heart of the city. The damage there is estimated at between $3 and $5 million. Some people were hospitalized, but no one was seriously injured. For the Channel 4 Newsroom, I'm Debbie Warshawski.
Tonight, residents of
at least 20 people were injured during last night's high winds, which tossed around mobile homes, damaged buildings, knocked down trees, and left 45,000 people without power. At last report, approximately 7,000 North Area UE customers are still without power. At Lambert Field, winds clocked at 90 miles per hour forced a brief evacuation of the control tower. There were no takeoffs or landings for 9 minutes. But the brunt of the storm struck the Illinois side. A tornado dipped down and skipped along a line from Granite City through Pontoon Beach to Edwardsville. 2 tractor-trailer trucks were blown off the road, and property damage was extensive, as Channel 5's Donald Robertson reports.
Cleanup operations on both sides of the river began almost immediately after last night's storm and continued all day today. The storm passed through northern St. Louis County about 10:30 last night and then hit Madison County, Illinois about 11. 80-mile-an-hour winds caused extensive damage to a 12-block area of Granite City, Illinois, and there was heavy storm damage in downtown Edwardsville. About 20 people were hurt in Illinois, but there were no serious injuries, despite the fact that the storm caught many people by surprise.
I came up later after I heard about it, and I came up later to see just what the damage was. And my overhead sign was down and against the window here.
Were you shocked at the damage?
Yes, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I think I'm luckier than most.
What's your main problem here?
The roof. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do about it. The weather doesn't look too good and worried about rain. We've got apartments upstairs and then there's businesses downstairs, so we're concerned about water damage. This is, not that important. We're getting it boarded up. That's not a big thing, but we are concerned about the roof.
The storm roared through the main business district last night in Edwardsville, and dozens of cars were damaged while owners sat in a nearby theater. Many walls were turned to piles of rubble, but thanks in a large part to volunteers, much of the mess was cleaned up by this morning.
Last night, within a half an hour after this all happened, there were volunteers just coming in from everywhere.
Is this going to damage the economy of Edwardsville?
Oh, no, I don't think so. With the aggressive businessmen that we have in this town, they're going to pull their bootstraps up and go back to work Monday, I'm sure.
Any damage estimates right now?
Well, there's been different figures thrown around, and It's around $3 to $4 million damage.
Many telephone poles were snapped off and had to be replaced today. Some businesses were almost completely destroyed. A garage, a radiator shop, a liquor warehouse. Cleaning up the mess will take many weeks, but authorities say they're thankful that no one was killed or even seriously hurt. So now it's just a matter of picking up the pieces. Donald Robertson, Channel 5 Eyewitness News, Edwardsville.
Missouri Democrats have a new state chairman and national committee.